Well, hello everybody. Dave Robbins again here with Remax Properties in Colorado Springs. I know I did a video just the other day, and I want to get another one out because I just did some more training. Something that is new that has hit us as far as real estate brokers throughout, well, not just the state, but the nation now too, because this is going to be a new reporting requirement. And I want to get that information out. But before I jump into that, the ugly facts, as they say. Just a few things. Oh yeah, best time to buy and sell is now, and that's because we're going into the springtime, and that's when everything hits the market. A lot of people are buying and selling. Now, if you're going to be selling your home, obviously you want to get it in good condition, spruce it up, and clean out all the debris. If you need some labels, for instance, let's say you want to box up your non items that do not pertain to, well, Thanksgiving or Christmas, and you want to box it up, get it ready to move out. Labels. I've got all kinds of labels for those type of things, whether you're keeping, you're saving, you're donating, or just trash. I'd be glad to get those to you. So just give me a call and I'll get those printed out and send them off to you and just stick them on your box and it makes it easier. Um, oh yeah, interest rates too are really good right now. You're looking on an average, if you're VA, FHA, you're looking at either 5.3 or 5.1 on an average. Really good FICO scores, you could probably get 4.99. Just depends on the lender that you're working with. I know on your conventionals, you're probably looking in the mid fives. So just to give you an idea, and it can only get better. You can refinance later on to a lower rate, depending again on your lender. So get a good lender. By the way, yes, I do know good lenders. I've been at this business now for going on 41 years. My goodness, I'm starting to age. I never thought I'd be in this business this long, but it is interesting. So market activity, of course, has been really good. It's been picking up steadily as we get into our getting closer to the springtime. And anyway, let's go over some numbers real quick. Just a few numbers. New listings in the last 7 days, 337, and then reduced 357, where people have they're motivated, they want to get their home sold. We're not getting the prices that we did in 2020 and 2021. This is 26. It's a little different now. So they're actually being more competitive. We're finding a great balance right now between buyers and sellers out there, and I think that's really good for everybody. And properties in the last 7 days that have sold, have closed, and people have the keys to the house, 193 in the last 7 days. Total number of active properties on the market today in El Paso County, and well, some of that is in Teller County, some in Elbert, a little bit in Douglas. We're talking about 3,374 properties. And again, as I have mentioned before, that's not just single family. That's going to be your investment properties that people have, a duplex or fourplex, commercial properties as well. Single families alone, 2,815. Again, that's very good because I remember back in 21 when we had less than 200 single family homes on the market. It was pretty scary stuff. So uh, we're in good shape with the market getting better and better all the time. Just a real quick rundown. February 18, that is today, Ash Wednesday. So that's something I know that a lot of the Catholics out there are paying attention to. Got to not eat the meat. I think it's fish. There's a priority on that one. Um, that's February 18th. March 8th, daylight savings time. I mentioned that the other day. That's coming up. So if I recall, it's when you spring forward, as they say, move your clocks forward. So uh, go back into a little bit darker morning, but longer sunlight through later in the day. And then everyone's favorite, or a lot of people's favorite, is March 17th, and that's St. Patrick's Day. One of my brother-in-laws, his name is Patrick, so I know he favors that day as well. He thinks that's for him. So we'll have a chat about that. March 20th, that's when the official spring, uh, it's the official day, first day of spring. Now we all know that we're still going to get plenty of cool weather, a little extra rain and snow, Actually, seems like we get the most snow March and April. Sometimes even in May we get plenty of that. So watch out for that. Um, Now, something that we get back into. Oh, I'm going to restart doing the calendar of events, which is the contract itself. The contract itself is the original, whether you're buying or selling, whenever you're selling your homes, 24 pages. And then that doesn't include the addendums that you would have out there. Depending on the type of loan and how you're financing, you can have another 6 addendums, or you could have another 10 addendums. It just depends. Again, everything is very, very important on that. The thing that's really important is making sure that you have the right person to understand and to explain, take the time to go through all these because there's a lot of different costs in this. Um, and of course, that would be me because I know what I'm doing after about almost, let's see, I'm about a month and a half away from 41 years, unfortunately. Title insurance. A lot of people want to know, why do I need to pay a title company? That's how you get everything recorded. And a title company really gives directions to all parties involved as to what has to transpire to provide clear title from seller to buyer. So that's really important. And I'll be doing a class on that too and put that out. The item that I've been informed about yesterday, which now is going to be not just Colorado, but all the United States, and that's due to the amount of fraud that's been out there. And I think you're going to see a lot of that. Matter of fact, let me get into a page here. Page title documents. In the contract, there's going to be this item is called title documents in here, and that requires an 8.1.4 that you go by what the title has as requirements, okay, and instructions to be able to get everything done. FinCEN is what's called, well, let me get that onto the insurance. Hold on a second here. Closing instructions, which are going to be part of your contract. Closing instructions they're only 4 pages. And here it is on the second page. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is FinCEN is short, that's the acronym. It's anti-money laundering notice for residential real estate transfers. Because the amount and number of fraud that's been transpiring over the years has increased drastically, we are now required to have that. It's a federal program, it's the Department of Treasury. So buyer and seller both are affected. When a property goes on the market and a buyer makes an offer, the buyer needs to understand he's going to be needing to go onto the federal website, which the information will be provided to you, and you've got to fill out all the data points that are on there. From what I understand, it's 111 data points. So it's pretty interesting stuff in there. And again, depending on the type, whether it's a trust scenario that's being transferred, a cash transaction, which is one of the issues that they have, is where's all this money coming from to pay for these things. So they just need to verify that it's not fraud that's being involved. So that's going to be in your closing instructions, and it's going to be in um, your paperwork for the purchase and sale of your property in titles, because you have to have that, because a title company, if they do not have that, if that's not completed, transaction is dead. They can stop the whole thing. So that's something that we now must really advise people of right up front. And if your broker has not told you that, then you better have a chat with them and see about getting things corrected, because that is really, really important. All right. So that was the part that I really didn't want to mention or bring up, but that's just the way it goes. We're all stuck with that throughout the nation. No, no stopping that. So anyway, that's enough for now. It's taken a long time just to do this little bit of information, but I am going to start doing real soon, I think, the reviewing everything about the contract, and as I have done in the past, and that should help you a little bit. So, love to help you guys out. Give me a call. Again, it's David Robbins with Three Max Properties in Colorado Springs. And yes, I'm well qualified after doing 40 years of real estate. And of course, that's when things were one sheet of paper and people drew out how we did all the financing. No more. There's a lot that goes on with the contract, a ton of stuff. So my number 719-332-9967 at Remax Properties. Thanks, guys. Have a blessed day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye now.